All right. We should be live now.
Good evening, everyone. We're looking live at Adams Stadium. The Wildcats on their first true road game. Even though we were away last week, we were able to play at our regular North DeKalb Stadium. So tonight we're at Adams over off Druid Hills playing the Druid Hill Red Devils. They come in at 2-0-1. We come in at 2-0. So exciting times. No losses between the two teams.
I tell you, hey, let's not get ahead of ourselves, but 3-0 sure would feel good, right? But you do that play by play. We don't have ideal football weather yet. We're about 80 degrees, but it's getting better and should be nice here, at least by halftime.
Well, you're absolutely right, Curtis. It's getting a lot better, and one of the nice things that we see already with Adams Field is it is fully in the shade at this point, so that hopefully we won't deal too much with cramps and things of that nature.
Better yet, me and you are in the shade. That's what's important, people.
Well, that's where we got it made, right?
Uh-huh. Stand by for more rhymes later.
So looking at this Druid Hills team, candidly was talking with Blake earlier. And, Blake, tell us about your pregame observations as far as numbers and things of that nature.
Yeah, they're in a rebuilding phase. From a numbers perspective, they had a couple of down years. We obviously have a little more depth from a player's perspective, more players at each position. So hopefully we can come out strong, hold our lines, and wear them down as we go through. But I think they had about 50 players, and that was part of JV and Varsity, where we're well over that. So hopefully we can use our numbers to gain some advantage here.
Yeah, I think we'd all take the same movie we saw last week, where with our superior numbers and our depth, we were really able to separate in the second half, like we did last week against Shamley. That may be a formula that we reach for this week.
And we had some big plays, but, man, we were pounding the rock last week, right? Crenshaw, 120 plus.
We drove the ball as well as I've seen Dunwoody drive the ball. Sustained drives, Curtis, to your point, both passing and catching, but really a big, heavy reliance on the run last week as opposed to our first game against North Springs.
Line of scrimmage looked great, watching that O-line fire off the ball last week. Let's get more of that for the next 2 to 3 hours.
It was great to get the golden spike, too. That was the
purpose.
That was the purpose
of last week.
Yeah, you're right.
And it was nice to have a beverage with the old GS last week. And from what I understand, it is right there at the main doorway when you walk in the school. So every student at Dunwoody, every band member, every cheerleader, every student section is able to enjoy having the golden spike back in its rightful home.
Yeah, the picture of the coaches with the golden spike trophy was, I think, one of the most popular Instagram posts we've had so far. So pretty exciting.
Speaking of those type of media type things, tell us again about how you register for this particular telecast and the chats and the advantages that go along with that.
We need subscribers,
yes,
Scott.
This is what we need, everybody out there. We need subscribers. So if you can subscribe to our channel, we would really appreciate it. That allows us to do some extra things on here. And if you want to chat with us, we always encourage folks to chat with us. And if you want to do that, you got to subscribe to our channel. So here, I'll actually throw the chat piece up right now so you can see what that looks like. So chat with us. Tell us who you're rooting for tonight. And we'd appreciate that.
And as a public service announcement, we probably want to mention that those chats do roll up on real time on the screen.
They are real time
for the World Wide Web to see.
Yes, I do have control over it if I have to, but let's keep it family friendly if we can.
Watch your spelling.
But no, we definitely need those subscribers. Scott, what do you think we're at right now with subscribers?
I think we're approaching 300. We would love to get that to 1,000. So all the families that are out there, multiple people in the family, it would be great if everybody could subscribe to the channel. And like I said, that does help us keep this thing going. So
how do you go about subscribing?
You click the subscribe button. You go to youtube.com. You search for DHS Wildcats. They're watching this now, and just click subscribe.
What's it cost, Scott?
It doesn't cost anything. This is a free service.
Did you hear that, people? The price is
Free
right.
service.
So remember, folks, you do get what you pay for.
Yeah.
The price is right. Bob Barker, rest in peace. Go get a free subscription. Have fun with us every week.
All right, looks like our play clock is going to roll down. We're under a minute now. Both teams are still in their locker rooms. Both cheerleaders have taken their formation to create the tunnel.
We got a light crowd so far. Hopefully this will fill up here in a few minutes.
Yeah, I think that's just a little bit of that spaghetti junctionitis. You know, we ended up, believe it or not, getting here going down 400 and then taking that bridge from 400 north to 85 dropped us right off here at Druid Hill, so that worked out.
I hope it's not because the YouTube broadcast is just too good.
No, it can't be that.
Okay.
You want to see it in person.
Yeah.
You want to see it in person. Although your commentary is very popular in around the ranks of Dunwoodians.
Well, much training, sitting around for a lifetime talking to myself.
Finally, someone's listening.
Right.
Finally, someone's listening
Get
to
a
you.
load of this.
Yeah, here we are at television-free Wildcat. And for all those out there listening, the cat is out of the cage. I repeat, the cat is out of the
I
cage.
used to do this with a hairbrush and a mirror. Look at me now.
Only thing you're missing is the mirror.
Uh-huh.
And the hair.
Yeah. Doctor says he's coming, but you got to pay cash.
Tito, bring me some tissue, man. I'm ready.
People get ready. Train is coming.
We're waiting on the teams to come out.
Coaches are out.
Take the field any moment now.
We're 10 minutes to kickoff. I think the game clock was a little bit early.
Yeah, we got ahead of ourselves in putting this up.
We may want to stand down a little bit.
We can keep talking. They like you like your commentary. There's other things we can talk
Casual
about.
banter.
Well, yes. What else?
banter.
What's going on in the world? Talk about that.
Well, we do.
NFL
we
season
do,
started.
We do have some scores from last night. Scott, you mentioned that was it Lakeside that played last night?
Lakeside played last night. Who did it say they played? I can't look at my phone because it's doing the.
I'm not sure.
Uh-oh, hang on a second.
Somebody said this would be a good idea.
Well, NFL ranks. Detroit won a football game last night.
Yeah, that was.
Is
was
that for
surprising.
real?
I'm
I'm usually eating turkey when I watch them. They were playing on Thursday night, man.
and they got the victory too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Against the champions, so.
College football is really getting started tomorrow. It's a couple of good games on. Who are we watching tomorrow? Who's Tennessee got tomorrow, Curtis?
We got those Austin P. Governors
When do you guys actually play a real game?
next year.
About the time the Bulldogs play.
So, hey, who do you got? Texas and those elephants, man. The Tide. What do you think?
Last year was a close game, wasn't it?
I thought Texas had them on the ropes. There's a couple tough calls the last minute or two of that game, so I think there'll be some
I think
real emotion in that one.
you can't bet against Alabama at home.
No, not at home.
They're gonna get that victory.
They say their offensive line averages 360. Good Lord.
Ole Miss Tulane, that should be a good game.
Watch your cholesterol, people.
Yeah.
Is that in weight or degrees?
See what he did there? 360 people. See what he did?
You got to be quick.
You
on
got
this
to be, man.
Yeah, on
You
this
got to
broadcast.
join
That's
this
why
broadcast.
you guys
You
are
got to
good.
be ready. Get
good
your
group
calisthenics out of the way and show up ready.
Josh, he knows his numbers. He does have them written on the back of his hand, but he knows them.
All right. Let's go, baby.
That clock's still sitting on 12
Let's
minutes.
go, baby.
Yeah, and teams aren't out yet either. Comes Tom Painter.
Here comes Tom Painter.
Coming up the stairs.
Going to come up here, give us a little love.
Yeah.
Pump us up a little bit. We need some encouragement.
Well, Tom's always in charge of hydration.
It is a light crowd. Where are the students tonight?
Well, I know some taking the ACT tomorrow.
Really?
Yep.
Is that something you study for? What? I mean,
I don't know. It's however you want to act.
Oh, we've got a visual on Gust.
Is
all
he
right,
here?
Gusto
Gust is
is
down
in
there.
the vicinity.
Yeah, don't worry about the broadcast, Gust. Just take your time.
Tommy Two-Tone Painter just rolled up in the house. Welcome to the broadcast kitchen. Have a seat. Tell us how your week went, Tom.
Tom, I let everybody know that you were in charge of hydration.
Got to get him a mic.
All right, I think we hear some of those Red Devils.
We do have a soccer game in the distance.
I'll see if I can get that on camera.
You know?
Hang on. There it is. There's a soccer game way over there.
Only the goalie can use his hands, I understand.
That might be a rule. I can't
think
remember.
so. I read it somewhere.
They do call it football, right?
Yeah. Foot. F-U-T.
Speaking of hands, Scott, why don't you tell everybody about yours?
Well, I don't want to bore everybody.
Yeah,
have
get a load of
you,
this,
have I told
people.
you that I hurt my hand lifting weights at CrossFit?
Well,
Busted
it's
it
the
up pretty
finger.
good. Yes.
He's got 9 healthy fingers.
The other ones are working fine.
But yet he's seeing the glass is half empty. Come on, Scott.
It does hurt.
He's digit inhibited.
The world famous Dave Gusto just hit the scene. He's got some paperwork.
He's got the roster, doesn't he? He has their roster.
He's got a daytime job.
He's doing all right.
He's the talent. He just shows up whenever the broadcast starts.
I think he's serving me my papers.
We don't need any sticky
It was
papers.
inevitable.
Says, whose offensive line averages 360? Was that Bama?
Bama.
Bama.
Back in the 80s, right? A big lineman was 265.
What'd you weigh?
I was sleek, man. I was on Dexatrim. So
Was that with quotations?
as that comedian said, I forgot it. Megan, somebody just goes, yeah, me and the whole family take Dexatrim, go out in the front yard and fight.
You were pretty happy.
No, I think I hit 240s for a minute.
You made 240 look good.
Man, I felt swole, brother.
Yeah.
Speaking of a minute, it's been a minute since we've seen any clock movement.
I think that's the
It was
kickoff clock.
Yeah, they're ready to go.
Everybody's ready
What
now.
I don't see is umpires.
Ooh,
That's a good point.
I think those are necessary.
Maybe they rode with Dave.
Hey, Gusto, can you officiate this ball game? No. And you're a fair, honest guy. I don't even think you have contacts or anything, man. We can.
It's a good thing the South Carolina coach in here. He'd blame the whole game on, the officials eating hot dogs.
We've been here for 2 hours. Why couldn't the refs get here?
That's got to be what it is.
Even the cheerleaders are coming off the field. Well, if you tuned in waiting to see the game, we're waiting to see it too.
We apologize. This is taking longer than a Catholic wedding.
Got to have a lot of filler. We have to have more filler content. Note to self.
So how are you guys going to pay homage to the great Jimmy Buffett for the rest of the year, right?
I'm drinking a lot of margaritas.
Yeah. I think that's a start.
Hey, while we've got some time, why don't we talk about some of our sponsors?
We can do
Perfect.
that.
Perfect. Sure, we talk about them first because they do such a great job supporting Dunwoody and Dunwoody football. Our first one is Ameriprise Financial with Stan Lowenstein. We've got the AHA Connection, Miss Audra Anders. Mellow Mushroom, which I know we've spent a little bit of time at. They've given us team meals as well as some support financially. We've got Barn with Cindy Stern. They've provided the meal last week. Body and Balance, Miss Michelle Ledford. Dunwoody Tavern, I've heard of that. Chapito's Mexican Grill, they've given us a team meal as well, a very good one to kick off the season. Dunwoody Baptist Church, Jenna Oliver. And Dunwoody Methodist Church, Jonathan Sanders. We'll hit some more after we get into the game, but we want to thank all our sponsors for being great supporters of Dunwoody High School, Dunwoody community, and the football team.
Rhett Hespritz is checking in from Mersin, Turkey. Saying, let's go Cats. He does a lot of travel.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's way off.
Mersin, Turkey.
Yeah, I don't know where that's
Worldwide.
at. Yeah. I don't know where that's at.
I know where it's not. Kind of like these umpires.
Yeah, maybe they're there too.
They're in Turkey.
They're doing a football game. That is interesting. I don't
right.
see any zebras.
Paramedics are here.
Well, we got a lot of the cab's finest sheriff officers here. I bet you they would be
throwing some
good
stripes.
folks. Yeah, they might do a good job for us.
We got the band even getting restless.
The end of the quarter horn would go off with a bang, I'm sure.
Maybe somebody overslept.
I think it was the time change.
Yeah.
In the spring.
We do have both head coaches conferring with, I believe, the local stadium authority. Boy, do I hope we don't come back here tomorrow night.
We can't set all this stuff up again.
Nah. These are rentals, right? Scott, you take them back every week? Along with
Have
your,
to clean them.
like your tuxedo? Well, it's a conference. Let's see what comes of this.
Coach is walking away talking on his phone. That's never a good sign. We got the whole coaching staff now.
I think it's like a game of pickup hoops, right? Just call your own fouls. Thank you, Gusto.
If you're tuning in, wanting to see the game, we are too. Hoping to see at some point. We don't have referees yet.
They're calling Principal Bass down to the front.
Uh-oh.
What's up, Dave?
What's up?
Parking was a problem.
All right, we got some drums.
I did hear parking was bad at this stadium.
You know, last time we came, they didn't have that big trailer.
For the high school. Yeah. A ton of trailers.
We didn't think about getting a warm-up act. Hello. Is it?
Well, we're on the air and waiting
on
for
the
the
air.
refs.
We need a warm-up
Yeah.
act. This would be great for like an Aldo Nova. Remember them from the 80s? Or Night Ranger,
I was thinking Millie Vanilli.
I like Millie.
Laura, how
Girl,
about
you know it's true.
How about I hand these to you and you just give us a stream of consciousness?
Yeah. Did you own it? Okay, good.
And then last night I was with Coach O.
Yeah.
I was talking to him, and you wouldn't notice that kid. He's like, camera work. I'm so excited I was watching. He's like, you always got to watch. Refs, I think they're eating at Arby's. They're getting beef and cheddar.
They're getting.
They got the meat. Arby's got the meat. Ask Vin Rames.
Let's do it. Hey, if you'll give Dunwoody a 3-point lead, we're game.
You know what? Tell you what. Why don't we just commentate on the soccer game that's going on over there for now?
Yeah, well.
Let's see if you can do that. All right.
Okay, I think the midfielder has it. He's
Lining up for a shot.
left foot.
Oh, he got a goal.
Top
Look at
left
that.
of the net. He couldn't have scored. He didn't slide on his knees.
Another goal.
Another one. Those guys have some strikers. Who's the latest dude? Is it Messi?
Yeah,
Okay.
Is that how you pronounce it?
playing at Miami. Came over from European leagues.
We're on YouTube. Right. Oh, the stadium announcer's right there. Yep. Need to. No refs.
This is like watching the Ocho.
Scott, go to Craigslist, pull up refs.
Well, they'll be in a good mood too when they get here. It's going to be fantastic.
Oh, wow.
Okay, it's in Connecticut, Vermont, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, and New Jersey.
Tell them to
Awesome.
subscribe.
We've just expanded into the Northeast, people.
We're up into New England.
I'm representing
Awesome.
And if I have one suggestion, I think that's it. Every once in a while, we don't know the time left in the quarter.
Yeah, we got to do a better job of that. Yep. What part of New England are you from? Okay. Okay. I was just outside of Boston. You've been to Newburyport? Lovely, huh? That's wonderful. We had a great time there.
What do you think?
Yeah.
So, folks, we know you were tuning in to watch a game start here, but just to let everybody know that's just tuning in, we are missing referees for our game tonight. We're 3 minutes past kickoff time. We'll get you an update on when, where, how, as soon as we understand when the referees are coming in.
We got everything else but refs.
What did they say about the refs?
They didn't order refs.
We're hearing some bad news here on a Friday night. That the refs are in question. I'm not sure if there's any that can be summoned.
Are we not going to play? We're not going to play.
You got to be.
But who orders the refs? The county orders the refs.
As Jumbo Asaki said of Tiger Woods, unbelievable.
Wow.
This is unbelievable.
Keep in mind that we are on the air, so
We're
what
still there, yeah.
you want to say is
I'm always clean, man, but I guess what we're really asking the people is subscribe by next week.
this is.
I don't know if we're official with it yet. It sounds like this could be true.
Well, it's coming from a coach that refs were not ordered for the game. That's really hard to believe.
It's unfathomable. I think it falls under the one job.
Yep. You had one job.
So I don't know how you make this up. Do you come back tomorrow night?
Well, hopefully you may have to come back tomorrow night, and hopefully we can do it at North DeKalb Stadium if it's available. It's closer to both schools, I believe. But this is a catastrophe. This is so embarrassing for the county. The ineptness.
Is that what it is? It's not GSA? No, the cab orders our rest. They do it for all our sports.
Well, coaches are breaking down, so I don't think this game is going to happen, folks.
They usually send a list out. They're usually good about it, but this will be a massive snapback.
Yeah.
Pretty bad.
I think a little more than a snafu.
7 people, it takes a big crew.
I don't think I ever even witnessed this at Pop Warner.
I know, we're disappointed, but I think there's kids on the field.
Oh, it's all about those guys with the pads on, man.
They were ready to go, primed and ready.
Are you backing up? They're really, this is canceled? This is unbelievable. We're going to go.
I really have no words. This game is canceled.
It's crazy. It is hard.
Postponed.
This is unbelievable. They're not even going to try? Well, they are. They were down there, but you can't. Like, it's a big, you got to get like 7 people to get it through. It's already 7 o'clock. I don't know how you could do that last minute and get them here. It just seems like a lot to ask. He told us to break down the other side, so it's unbelievable.
Nafis, do we have a tentative game plan for tomorrow?
I think that's what they were down there talking about when I came up here. I'm sure he does now. Bass is down there. Maybe he's probably looking to see if we can play in Dunwoody. Well, no,
Yeah.
I guess not. It's not the fact that Dunwoody is just a frankly ref. I'm sure nobody's going to be here tomorrow.
Or we could do it at North DeKalb if North DeKalb's
Why
open.
would anybody come to another away game or any game? We don't know we're going to play. This is unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Well, everybody's down there talking. So I guess trying to figure out where we're going to actually play this game.
They didn't know. They weren't on the schedule. They did something about a master list and it was left off with something when they copied it. There aren't any refs coming. The other team's breaking down their stuff too. Yeah, they
Game is
something
called.
about the master schedule.
It's officially called. Scott, how can the Mixler listening audience learn of a reschedule? Is there a way we get word to them?
We will post something on Instagram, and we'll go out on Team Snap. So, and I will post something on YouTube. This is very disappointing if you're just tuning in, waiting to see Dunwoody play football tonight. You're not going to see them because DeKalb County did not order refs for the game. So we are going to pack our stuff up.
Call your county commissioners.
Yeah, call DeKalb County. That's who this fault lies with. So, and what's bad here, I'll show you guys. So our team is out, ready to go.
The lone Saturday night game of the 2023 season will feature Arabia Mountain entertaining Meadow Creek at Godfrey tomorrow night. 3 games on the agenda for DeKalb County next Friday. Dunwoody is slated to collide with Northview at Adams.
There were more people here, there'd be an uprising.
Test against McEachin at Auckland. Rival Southwest DeKalb and Leanne are set to Chapel at.
It's hard to even put this in words, folks. We are going to sign off. There is no game tonight. We will post things on social media when we find out what the schedule is to bring you guys the game. So sorry about that.